My name is Sophia Law, and I'm a Senior Product Manager at AWS Marketplace. I own the pricing and private offer space, which covers a large part of your experience finding, buying, and managing software on your terms on AWS Marketplace. I'm honored to be joined today by one of our customers, Renan Peralta, Assistant Vice President of Procurement at Bank United, who will share Bank United's experience in simplifying and speeding up their procurement by integrating with AWS Marketplace. In the next 30 minutes, we'll start by covering a quick high-level overview of AWS Marketplace and how we help our customers find, buy, and manage software to make sure everyone has the context to get the most out of this session together. We are always evolving, so next, I'll spend some time discussing the recent areas of innovation that we've had since last year's reInvent. Renan here will then take us through his company's experience thus far with us at AWS Marketplace. And finally, we'll close off with a demo of the different features that we will highlight. We think it's important to show you a real-time view into what these features will look like for you when you leave this virtual room today and help connect the dots on what those would look like in real life for you. So to start us off, AWS Marketplace is a growing digital software catalog with over 8,000 listings from over 1,600 software vendors, spanning 50 different categories of software, and you can easily find what you need. This software includes free software, BYOL, or bring your own license, and commercially priced software. We are always going along with new regions, so currently we are available to be deployed in 24 regions around the globe. We have over 1.5 million active subscriptions across 290,000 active customers. So why use AWS Marketplace? What's the value prop? One of the key reasons that we hear from our customers is that you can maintain your direct relationships with ISVs while enjoying consolidated billing and management with AWS. In essence, purchase from the ISVs you know and trust through AWS Marketplace, and software spend can apply towards your company's AWS commitments. Another key reason is because of our flexible consumption and contract pricing. This means you can pay for the software you use in the way that you want it, that best matches your budget. So this means you can pay for software hourly with a flexible consumption dimension, monthly or annually, or you can purchase a longer term contract and pay up front, or along a payment schedule that matches your payment terms and spans the duration of your contract. Another reason is that we enable you to deploy software easily, securely, and on demand. We make it easy by having all the software you buy directly in the console, in the same place that you can get that software up and running. We make it secure by scanning our catalog 24/7 to work through any known vulnerabilities, identify them, and work through the process to fix them. On-demand software deployment means that you can find a solution quickly and immediately get that up and running within your account in minutes. And finally, as I previously mentioned, we are always evolving and looking for better ways to address your software procurement needs. We love talking to our customers and working backwards from what we hear to build better experiences and make it easier and faster for you to get what you need. At the core of it, we're a digital fulfillment mechanism for third-party software with high, medium, and low-touch models to support customers of all sizes and needs to get the most value. For our low-touch or self-serve model, which you see on the top of the screen here, we offer automation support like Enterprise Contract, which we'll discuss more about in a second, to help you find the product you want, purchase software with minimal approvals, standard pricing, and no additional custom procurement needs. As we move up into larger, more complex transactions, we look at the medium touch or procurement assist model, which you see here in the middle of the screen, for customers who require some level of assistance to match their specific use case. Sometimes there may be standard pricing, or you may begin to think about using a private offer to get some custom terms to match your needs. This moves us into the largest and most complex transactions, which require a high touch or procurement-led model, which you see in the bottom of the screen here. These types of transactions will typically involve not only your and the ISV's procurement personas, but also sales, legal, finance, etc. based on your negotiations with the ISV, or maybe even with a preferred consulting partner, we offer fully custom pricing and contract terms that match your budgetary, legal, and procurement needs. We'll go through this kind of experience more in depth in the next slides and in the demo at the end. However your needs may change, grow, and scale with your business, small, medium, or enterprise, we are here to scale with you and provide the support to find and buy the software you need on your terms. In this next section, I'll cover off at a high level how we have evolved and innovated in the last 12 months since the last reInvent in 2019 to simplify and modernize procurement. AWS Marketplace can give you faster speed to purchase, cost-effective and flexible solutions for your users, and streamline control of the procurement process. After finding the software you need from our extensive selection, we have simplified the purchase experience so you can quickly purchase the software you want in our self-service AWS Marketplace website. Multiple deployment options give you flexibility and selection, including Amazon Machine Images, SaaS, Machine Learning, SageMaker, Container, EKS, ECS products, and data products through AWS Data Exchange, which we launched last year. Flexible pricing models enable you to use a free trial to test out software risk-free for a period of time. Then when you're ready, you can pay for what you use with consumption-based pricing or enjoy discounted prices for a long-term contract commitment paid upfront or with a flexible payment schedule. You can also be confident that the software you or your fellow colleagues use from AWS Marketplace are approved through your company's approval chain, including legal, procurement, and finance, through standard license terms and curated custom catalogs. Centralized control and governance allow visibility into usage costs to ensure you remain within budget and compliance requirements. We'll go through each of these areas more in depth in the next few slides. Let's start with flexible pricing and terms. Private offers are ideal for you to access the negotiated pricing and terms with your desired ISV or consulting partner directly on AWS Marketplace in a single place to accept terms and deploy software and receive consolidated billing along with all of your other AWS purchases. With Stellar Private Offers and Consulting Partners Private Offers, you can get the best price with your preferred ISVs or consulting partners. And as of May 2020, now you can keep the best price with midterm upgrades and renewals. Based on what we heard from our customers, we first launched midterm upgrade support for SaaS contract products with support for AMIs, containers, machine learning, and data products coming soon. With this feature, essentially you can upgrade units partway through a contract and renew early by extending your contract end date. You can adjust any remaining payment schedule terms without any break in service. The way that this happens is that your ISV or your consulting partner issues a new private offer against your existing agreement. As soon as you accept this new private offer, the terms go into effect immediately. Reach out to your ISV or consulting partner to upgrade or renew early today. We know centralized control and governance are a key component for our procurement, IT, admin, legal, and finance professionals. In 2018, we launched Private Marketplace, which enables you to create a custom digital catalog of pre-approved products from AWS Marketplace. As an admin, you can select products that meet your procurement policies and make them available for your users. You can also customize Private Marketplace with company branding, such as logo, messaging, and color scheme. All controls for Private Marketplace apply across your entire AWS organization's entity. And you can define fine-grained controls using identity and access management for roles such as administrator, subscription manager, and end user. With AWS Budgets and AWS Cost Explorer, you can proactively track and take action on your AWS cost and aggregate usage. You can set custom budgets using AWS Budgets and choose to be alerted by email or via SNS notifications if actual cost or usage exceeds or drops below your expected threshold. In 2019, we launched procurement system integrations, where IT admins can use procurement tools like Coupa and Ariba to streamline approvals for AWS Marketplace software purchases and manage spend. It also enables builders and developers to find, buy, and deploy third-party software from thousands of software listings in AWS Marketplace quickly, using a punch-out experience within Coupa itself. To learn more about centralized control and governance, check out these 2 sessions at the bottom of the slide around agility, clarity, and control at their scheduled times as listed in Pacific Standard Time. We heard from many of our customers that having to negotiate contracts for every software purchase was time-consuming and significantly slowed the procurement cycle time. We launched Enterprise Contract in 2018 to alleviate lengthy negotiations for enterprise class license terms for enrolled enterprise customers. And earlier this year, we launched Standard Contract for AWS Marketplace to enable all customers of all sizes, from startups to enterprises, to access standard license terms. Enrolled enterprises can use both Standard Contract and Enterprise Contract for AWS Marketplace. And you can use also both the Standard Contract and Enterprise Contract in combination with seller private offers to support custom transaction requirements. Recently, we commissioned a study with Drive Research about the impact of AWS Marketplace on procurement times. They found, on average, that AWS Marketplace customers cut their procurement time by 49%. Together, these features simplify software procurement and accelerate contracting to enable customers to build at the speed of cloud. To help connect the dots on how to use all these different features together, I'm honored to introduce Renan Peralta from Bank United to share with us their real-world example of how using seller private offers with Enterprise Contract to standardize license terms, integrated with Coupa, help them simplify their procurement experience while getting custom terms to match their needs. Renan?
Thank you, Sophia. Hello, everyone. My name is Renan Peralta, and I'm a procurement manager at Bank United. Over the next few minutes, I'll be speaking to you about our AWS Marketplace journey. Previously, our software procurement process, like many organizations, started because of a need. When we had a need for something but didn't know how or what would fulfill that need, we went in search of manufacturers, publishers, vendors, resellers, practically any trustworthy third party to assist us with the research of different product categories. Based on what we found and what we've learned, we continued down the path of scheduling demonstrations and completing evaluations. After we found a tool that could, would, or help fulfill that need, we continued down the path of onboarding the supplier. Depending on the need, our risk appetite, and sometimes we had to revert back to other alternatives which delayed the onboarding process. Once we got the go-ahead to engage further, we would commence contract negotiations. Our contract management team would initiate the review process, submit red lines, go back and forth with the provider, just trying to negotiate more favorable terms. This process would continue until we achieved a happy medium with the supplier. When AWS presented us with the ability to integrate with their marketplace, we took it as an opportunity to reevaluate our current processes and the way we were doing things. After conversations with stakeholders about their pain points, we embarked on a mission to complete 3 goals: a reduction in procurement cycle times, centralized control, and enabling faster innovation. So how does our AWS software procurement process look like now? Well, given that AWS gives us the ability to transact in a variety of ways, we do so in one of 3 ways. We have the we have the public marketplace, the private marketplace, which that and private offers gives us different benefits. But as of late, we found ourselves using the private offers method the most. Once we decide on the transaction type, we look at the contractual terms and determine if any of the terms might need to be negotiated. If it is a public or private marketplace transaction, the terms have already been established and we just leverage the AWS contract. If there's a need to negotiate some of the terms, for example, a payment schedule or usage versus annualized cost, we have the ability to negotiate those terms through a private offer. Given that the enterprise contract serves as our base terms, our contract review process would consist of an amendment to the enterprise contract with the particular supplier. This, in turn, has led to increased efficiencies in our contract negotiations. Transacting with AWS and their marketplace has also helped us with our supplier onboarding process. Previously, we were responsible for the entire onboarding and vetting process. Now we leverage AWS for the initial screening process and continue with our own internal review processes. To highlight some of the recent transactions, we recently purchased New Relic software. We've also transacted with Data Guys on a software and professional services engagement and completed renewals with Palo Alto and Linux Academy. Before I wrap up my portion of the presentation, I want to provide you with some insight as to the benefits we have derived for our integration with the AWS and the marketplace. Firstly, we have gained the ability to control access. We're limiting access to general AWS Marketplace via information access management policies and enabling control marketplace access via the private marketplace. This has led to increased software governance. We've also simplified our operations by centralizing our software approval process. This in turn has led to an increase in pre-approved spend percentages. Also, by leveraging the various marketplace transaction options, we have reduced our procurement cycle times. We're leveraging Coupa workflows for pre-approved spend and the tool's ability to ingest CXML invoices from AWS directly into our instance. These efficiencies have afforded us the ability to continue innovating at a faster pace and gain a competitive edge in our industry.
Thank you, Renan. To illustrate these different features together in real life, let me show you a quick demo of a private offer with a standard contract, starting first with the seller creating the offer, and then moving to the buyer reviewing and accepting the offer through their Coupa integration. Let's get started. Okay, so I am on the screen where a seller would log into on the AWS Marketplace Management Portal. They'd create an offer here. Sorry, they would click that button. On the screen, they would select a product to create this private offer for. I'll go ahead and select the TIBCO Spotfire Analytics for AWS. And I'll just enter in my test buyer account ID here. So this would be your AWS account ID. On this next screen, this is where you can see the offer details screen. On this top half of the screen, I can create a custom offer name, basically that will display on the website, so you can know what this offer is for. I'll just name this Test 3 for now, and scroll down and select the different contract terms that I want to offer as part of this private offer. So I'll leave this contract duration as 1 year for now, and let's just say that for the purposes of our negotiation, you see all the different instance types here. Let's say that for this private offer, what we negotiated was, a one-time promotional discount for all the M family instances. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the negotiated amounts that we had discussed. Let's just say for the M5 2X large, we had negotiated an hourly price of $1 per hour and then a 1-year price of $100 up front. I'm going to go ahead and just do that across the board for all the different M instance type families. Okay. All right. So as I continue scrolling down, this is where I as a seller would select the standard contract. So this is something that we discussed during negotiations. This EULA here, which I'll go ahead and show. Whoop. Opened a couple different tabs, so this is the standard contract terms for AWS Marketplace. You will also see this when you view the private offer once I create it, and it has all the terms that you can review before you accept. Continuing on down in the offer creation, I'm going to set the offer expiration date to be November 30th, and this is just for when the terms are valid until. And here I will set the subscription end date to be Jan 1. So essentially this is when terms would go back to public pricing. I'll go ahead and review these terms here. So as a seller, this all looks good to me. It matches what we negotiated. You can see the M5, M families that negotiated pricing. Go ahead and click create the offer. All right. So I'll go back to the offers page from a seller view, and I'm going to switch over to the buyer view shortly. At this point in time, I'm just going to pull up an old offer. Like any good cooking show, I've got one prepared already, so let me just find this one. I'll just take this test one that I made in advance, and here you see similar terms where we have the M family at the discounted prices $1 per hour and $100 for a 1-year price. So now I'll switch over to the buyer view, what this will look like when you look for this offer on the Marketplace website. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the buyer view. This is on the Marketplace website, TIBCO Spotfire Analytics for AWS. I searched for this on our website, pulled up the product, and I'm going to click continue to subscribe to get to the offers page where I can see all the available offers. All right, so you can see here that I have all the different offers on the right side of the screen. If I were to click back into the public view, which is what I've just clicked, you can see that the M family, this is the original public pricing. I'm going to go back to the test 1 private offer, or actually maybe I'll select the test 3 just for funsies. It looks like it published. So you can see the $1 per hour fee and the $100 per year upfront. So I'm going to go ahead and click submit for approval. And I'm a customer who is on Coupa, so I'll get that punch out. Here's the EULA that I mentioned. It just downloaded, and I can view this at any point. But when I'm ready, I can go ahead and click submit for approval. And at this point, this is where I'm getting punched out to my Coupa platform. So I'll just give it a couple seconds here while this loads. Okay, so now you can see that we're in Coupa. And you can see the private offer details. I don't know why there's 2 here. Go ahead and remove that from the cart. Just want to make sure I'm purchasing this one time. So in this view, I can see that's TIBCO Spotfire Analytics for AWS. This is the private offer we're looking at. And yeah, if all the details look good to me, I can go ahead and submit this for approval through my approval chains at my company. So I'm just scrolling down here, and I can go ahead and click submit when I'm ready. You can enter in a comment if you want, or just click submit. Okay, and successfully submitted. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. To learn more, visit the AWS Marketplace software procurement information page shown here on the screen. And be sure to check out the other AWS Marketplace and AWS Data Exchange sessions scheduled over the next few weeks.